and welcome back to part 23 of Pokemon Yellow. We're here in the Pokemon League, and we're about to face the Elite Four. Like I said in the last part, at the end of the last part, we did some training off screen, so we're ready. Our first Elite Four member, we have Lorelei, and she is basically like an Ice type Pokemon trainer. So make sure you have whatever's strong against Ice types. Now the Elite Four are the best of the best, so they're gonna be very high leveled. So I I think I said I did training off screen, but I lied. Again, for the early like Gen 1, like I think what I was saying was like I was gonna go do training and then I just did it because I was like, fuck it, let's just go into it. Give yourself a little bit of a challenge. Plus, training like in Gen 1 is just, it takes a long time. So I was like, fuck it, let's just go in. And Lorelei is not too much of a problem, and the next person isn't either. So we about to get this. And yeah, so I did my best to try and have at least everybody at level 50. So yeah. And Thunderbolt. They're just what I don't know what I'm trying to say. Clutch. We got the clutch gene. We got the clutch gene in us. And Thunderbolt is part of that reason. So as mentioned at the end of the last part, I know it was like a little abrupt wrap up, but to the left of the Nurse Joy / on your way to talk to the person to get to the Elite Four is a Pokemon which has the best all the best items, all the best healing items stuff. So there's full heals, full restores, max revives, etc. So if you have the money, which you probably will, you can get all that stuff. I believe I taught Shenron Dragon Rage off screen, and what Dragon Rage does is no matter who it is or what it like, no matter what, it will do 40 points of damage. So yeah. Lorelei also has Slowbro, which is the evolved form of Slowpoke. So yeah, these guys are strong, guys. So don't slack off. You see I have 9 full restores, and I'm gonna need all of them by the end of this. So, and you're gonna see why. I should have bought more, but I was thinking like, I got this. I'm the big cock of the walk like type shit. So, but get more. Be safe. Be more safe than sorry. You know. And at this point, you don't really need to train anymore. If you didn't do any off-screen training, you are at the best. You're at the best. So, and the thing about the Elite Four is and the champion plus champion is their subsequent battles, right? So you can't go back to heal. Like the only way you can heal is through your healing items. So make sure you have enough to heal. Make sure that you're not spending too much time healing, because then you'll run out of it by the end and you won't be able to heal during the final battle. So you want to make sure you have all your healing items, or as many healing items as you can, and that your Pokemon is strong enough so that you probably don't even need to use them. Now Lorelei, I honestly don't remember the anime when Ash faced the Elite Four, so honestly that shit is a blur. All I know is that he doesn't win, so, and that's why Red is better. That's why Red is better. Her Pokemon, or at least Lapras, is packing Blizzard, and Blizzard is a very strong ice move, so yeah. Luckily Volbeat tanked it out, but it got frozen, so. And I was hoping that it would go out in the first turn, but it's okay. at this point, like, I was just trying to. That's what I'm saying. Thunder, like, and it's inaccurate. It just helps. It's helping. It also helps that Lapras is actually pretty slow because, or not, Lorelei would have wrecked my team. So this is just their first Elite Four member. They're 4 plus the champion. So we have to heal our Mons. Make sure they're all healthy. Make sure that they're ready to take on the next person. And honestly, the next person isn't that bad. Like, Lorelei. The next person is Bruno, and Bruno is a joke. Agatha is actually crazy. And then we'll get to the last one, but it's the first 3, and then I'll let you know what's up. I hope you guys are doing well. We're at the end of the game. So next part 24 will be the last. So I hope you guys have enjoyed the ride so far. But we have a little bit more to go. So we have Bruno, who is basically like an advanced hiker black belt because he just uses rock type and fighting type. He actually looks kind of like a caveman. I was gonna give him a voice. I was actually gonna give each of them a voice, but I was thinking, nah, just let it flow. And so we have Power, and honestly, Bobby would be the best here because the rock ground type. But because Bruno is dumb, he uses X defend, and we get a chance to attack again. Keep that in mind too. I don't have any PP restoring moves or PP restoring items anymore, I should say. I think I have some, but I didn't stack up on those either, so just keep that in mind. But those are the Hitmonchan, so again, having that rock ground and the fighting type, so. But Zuko, being the beast that he is, takes out the Hitmonchan with a critical hit, by the way. We have Hitmonlee, so we're gonna keep Zuko out. And we're just gonna destroy his team. Bruno, again, is no problem. And the thing about high jump kick is if it misses, it will do damage to itself. So if it's like raising its attack by a lot, and it misses, it's gonna like crash and most likely die. Or, sorry, faint. So be careful with high jump kick. Very powerful move though. The reason why I'm throwing out Power instead of Bobby is because we gotta get our Mons to the, level 50. Keep using those, and that's what I like. Just keep using those. Wasting your turn using these whack items because I could just take you down easy. Not even healing themselves, just giving them like defending moves or X attack. Like by that time, I'm beating you. But here we go. Bruno throws out Machamp. Machamp is the final form of the Machop line, and so he found somebody to trade with because that's the only way you can get Machamp. Now Machamp is pretty strong, but you already know how it is. We stronger. We don't lose. We never gonna lose. So let's go on. And it spend most of its time using Leer and all that stuff. Like, I mean, go ahead. You're just wasting your time because we just beat you. I was gonna try to give him a voice there, but I was gonna do like caveman voice. You want what fuck? Here we have Agatha, and Agatha is, I want to say Oak's old flame, ex-wife, whatever, but she uses ghost type Pokemon. And the good thing about the ghost type Pokemon in this generation is that they're also part poison. So you already know what we're gonna do. We're gonna take them out with power using Earthquake. And it tries to use Mega Drain. Like, that ain't gonna do nothing to us, pa. Like, that ain't gonna do nothing to us, pa. Let's go. So, however, she has multiple Gengar. or she has multiple Gengar. Her last Gengar, be careful about that. But for now, we're just trucking. We're going through. I will also say, save power or save like save your person who's destroying poison types for that Gengar. So we're going with Oogway because also we need to make sure Oogway is at 50. I did also teach Oogway Ice Beam. I don't know if I went over that in previous parts, but you know, another very powerful ice move. As a Haunter, and so that's no problem. Since it's the de-evolved form of Gengar, I mean, we're gonna take it down easily. And boom, baby! Hit him with that Earthquake. Yeah. Yeah, you don't got no stat buff. You don't got the stat buff of Gengar. Then we got Charbak, which is, Cobra spelled backwards. Ooh! And this and Golbat are like the only ones that doesn't fit the Ghost type, but because there weren't many, they had to like flesh it out and give her another, you know, 2 more Pokemon that are, I guess, Poison type. So she fits that the archetype well too. But she has Gengar, level 60. This Gengar will use Hypnosis, and with Hypnosis, it'll put you to sleep, and then it'll use Dream Eater, which will take health from you and restore health to him. So thankfully it missed, and that Earthquake took him out. But Agatha's not that really that easy, so I would say just be careful with her. But now we're going to the final member of the Elite Four. Is Lance. Lance is the Dragon Master. Lance has 3 Dragonite. He's gonna wreck, so make sure you know, he's basically Batman. You see the cape behind him, he's Batman. So be careful. We also have our own Dragon type, but it's not fully he's not fully evolved. So just be careful. Those are the Gyarados, which honestly should be a Dragon type, but it's not. And honestly, throwing out power was a terrible choice because, yeah. But thankfully, it's water and flying, so it does enough damage. But this Hydro Pump is going to take us the fuck out. Another thing, too, is I think all or one of Lance's Dragonite has Hyper Beam. And what Hyper Beam does in Gen 1 is... So normally Hyper Beam in future generations, once you use it, you need to recharge. Not in Gen 1. If the Hyper Beam takes out one of your Pokemon, or if a Hyper Beam takes out a Pokemon, you don't need to recharge. You don't need a recharge period. So you can basically spam Hyper Beams. And the opponent has infinite PP. So they can use their moves infinitely. They're not going to stop. So that's why this is also pretty hard too. Still got Dragonair, so he has his own Shenron, but we have Shenron, I guess he has, you know, Porunga, whoever, but... So yeah. So not too bad. The Dragonair is honestly, like, the least of our problems. So this is why you need to stock up. Yeah, but he has another Dragonair. So I lied. So I actually think it's in Red and Blue where he has 3 Dragonites. But I mean, they work. Like, they're amazing. And this is where I wanted to use the Toxic Leech Seed method because, yeah, this is, like, I'm doing anything I can to make sure I win, you know. Thankfully, Bulby is a tank and can take that Ice Beam. If it was a Dragonite, I think Bulby would have died. So, again, Bulby hanging in there. This is why you train guys too, so they get their defenses up as well. And then we use Razor Leaf. And for some reason, like, sometimes my Pokemon go first. So I don't know what's up with that. But I ain't complaining. I'm not complaining at all. And by the skin of his teeth. Ooh! Baby. Yeah. This is what we do, guys. This is what we do. We're clutch. We got the clutch gene. We got the clutch gene. And so he throws out Aerodactyl, which is actually a really easy Pokemon to take out. Aerodactyl is one of the fossils we actually restored, so it's rock flying, and because it's rock flying, we can use Surf on it. Woo, woo, woo. So Lance is actually not that hard. I was, dragging it, but if it was red and blue, it would be because he has 3. I think he has 3. This is what I was talking about. So Hyper Beam, very powerful normal type move. Boom. Normally you have to recharge, but because Gen 1, the way Gen 1 is, if it takes us out, it doesn't need to recharge. So I'm just gonna revive and go from here. Honestly, I think it's this battle that gave me a lot of shit and thankfully it did that because it gives me another chance to heal. And notice I only have 2 hyper potions. 2. And I think I had like maybe 9 or now 8 full restores, so I'm not doing pretty well when it comes to healing items, guys. So struggling here, struggling. Rock Slide is a savior too, because while it is part rock, it's still part flying, and it'll take it down. Boom. And we go to level 51, so we're only getting stronger. And we have Dragonite. This is the bane of my existence. The bane of my existence. And luckily we went first to use this Rock Slide because, yeah, if not, we would be dead. So I don't know the moves in those offhand. Obviously it's using Blizzard right now. I think it does have Hyper Beam. So this motherfucker is beastie. Like beastie. You have Thunderbolt. And the dragon type is what give it its resistance to electric type, or else it would have been super effective against flying, So again, using Hyper Beam, knocking my team out. So I'm looking for people who can, honestly, this is just more of like, oh, I'm just stalling so I can get my heavy hitters out, And those Thunder, and like I said before, Thunder is not that accurate, but because it's the AI, you know what they gotta do. They always gotta be accurate and destroy me. So I have 1 Hyper Potion left, 1 healing item left, and this is for Power. Notice how the rest of my team are dead too. So, and we have some I don't know what else I'm saying, but we survived that. So I was like, why not? Let me just see if I can beat him. I got a Slash off, so boom. Still by the skin of his teeth. My gosh, like level 62 Dragonite is pretty powerful. So, but because we got Power and we use Strength, we finally beat Lance. Yeah, so we beat the Elite Four. He said that's it. Oh, we're the Pokemon Master. Yeah. Or not. We have somebody else we gotta fight. Of course, it's Dickwad. Dickwad is the actual champion, so we gotta take him on. So before we even do that, we gotta heal ourselves. So yeah, so if you thought beating the Elite Four and you're done, no, there's a champion we gotta fight, and it's gonna be your rival. So make sure you heal yourself as best as you can. You saw I used my last Hyper Potion, but I have plenty of revives, and I'm gonna use my full restores because that's the best I have. And after that, we gotta go into it. Now I will say, while Dickwad, Blue, Gary, your rival, is like, you know, has higher levels, he is not as bad as Lance. You can take him down, and we are gonna take him down because again, we don't lose. We never lose. So, after you're done healing, you go up here, and you see Dickwad. This is where he kind of gives us some credit. Like, we're his rival, so we should be strong enough so that we can face off in this final battle. He's the most powerful trainer in the world. Well, let's debunk that right now because we about to beat him. Yeah, I do also like how the sprite changes. Gives him a little bit more, you know, oomph. I think in the remake, they change it as well. In Gen 2, he also gets like a little cloak. I like that as well. But anyways, back to this battle. So he's rocking like level 60s, but again, we're not that we're under level, but not too under level. Unfortunately, I ran out of earthquakes, so it's gonna be a sucky battle for power, but it's okay because we got the ether. We got the ether, so might as well just let him finish off power because we're gonna bring out the heavy hitter next. Bulby. And yeah, this is it, guys. This is the final. This is the champion. This is our rival is the champion. So we have to beat him so we can be the champion. And we've always been better than him, so of course we're gonna win. But it's you know. And he evolved his Kadabra to Alakazam, so he found somebody to trade with. He hits us with a side beam. Now, I was trying to do the toxic method. Of course, I get confused, and I hit myself in confusion. So I can never win, guys. So I'm down 2 Pokemon. I'm down. And he has 5 more to go, including the Alakazam right here. But you know who's going to come through? That's right. It's going to be Zuko. Book 3 Zuko. Up in this. He hits us with a Kinesis and the accuracy falls. But it's all good because Slash going to slash him up. That's right. The thing about Alakazam or the Aberline is that they have pretty terrible defense, so not a problem. So we're even again. Those are the Executor. No problem, because we got Flamethrower this time, baby. Yeah. Yeah, so at this point, like, there's no problem. Honestly, his biggest threat is that Alakazam. It's Psychic. Like, Psychic's ROP in Gen 1. It's that Alakazam. After that, no problem. Especially if you have, like, the 3 starters in Pokemon Yellow, you're good. And he puts us to sleep. We got the Poké Flute, so we waking up immediately. Yeah, motherfucker. You're not winning. You never won against us, so what makes you think you can win now? You won this title only to get it taken away from you, baby. Here we have Cloyster. And you already know what I'm gonna say, so I'm not gonna say it. We have our Thunderbolt. And this is where I could have actually used Thunder too. But again, Thunder is, by the way, fuck Clamp, because you know what it does. This is where, you know, Thunder is inaccurate. It's not 100%. So, but we trucking through his team. He gave us some problems with that Alakazam and the Sand Slash, but not really. So the Alakazam, but look he only has 2 Mons left. He's throwing out Ninetales, so you know we coming through with the masterpiece himself, Oogway. Boom, 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 boom. And Oogway getting in touch with his inner chi, inner peace. Uses Surf. And notice how he's 49 and Ninetales is level 63. And we're still doing heavy damage. Now it does use Confuse Ray, and I fucking hated that when I was recording. So, of course I have to hurt myself in confusion. I can never just like take him down easily. Again, number 2. And then it's using Tail Whip, so come on, Oogway. Of course not. Of course not. But I'm not confused no more, so we come through with the Surf, and boom. So there you go. Now his final Pokemon we know. It's the Eevee that he had from the beginning, his Jolteon, who evolved to Jolteon. So I'm using this time to revive and make sure that I have... Well, my power is the only one who's resistant against it. My power is the only one who's resistant against it. So I'm gonna have to do my best. I have Shenron as well. But I use Shenron to just, you know, take on the hits so that our power can actually finish him off. Right? And notice how he hasn't used any healing items either. So, you know. I also did teach Shenron Blizzard. So Blizzard is a great move. But since we're pretty weak, because you know we're level 50, 65, we're not gonna do a lot of damage with Blizzard. But I was hoping I can inflict at least freeze, but it's alright. We're gonna use the guaranteed 40 point damage. Guys, we're like reaching the end. Oh my gosh, like the suspense is killing me. Of course, he uses quick attack to destroy us. So the MVP of Lieutenant Surge, not Jolts, but I was trying to inflict a little bit more damage. The AI knew what was going on. The AI knew what was going on. So I was trying to inflict a little bit more so that power could come out. And I was like, fuck, I don't have Earthquake. So we're just gonna use Rock Slide. I didn't know Pin Missile would be super effective against me. But it still isn't doing a lot of damage. Use Rock Slide. Boom. And we say bye-bye with that critical hit. We just won. We became the Pokemon Master, the champion, baby. We are the champion, my friend. And we will keep fighting till the end. We are the champion. We are the champions. Don't for lose. No time for losers. 'Cause we are the champion of the world. Yeah, baby. And after beating our rival, Dickwad, Professor Oak says that he came, pause, when he heard the news about his grandson winning, but by the time he got there, we already won, baby. So we made it into the Pokemon Hall of Fame, and this is where our Pokemon are registered forever in all of history. So everyone knows our team. So the canonic team, the canonic, is that the right word? The canon team for Red is Pikachu, Venusaur, Charizard, Blastoise, Snorlax. I forgot the last one. Let me look that up real quick. When I say canon, I'm gonna say like the team that he gets in, you know, in the, I don't know what I'm saying. In the remake. Another remake, next gen, whatever. Give me 1 second, guys. Oh my gosh, I can't even find it. I want to say Mewtwo, but I'm not entirely sure. Okay, so for me, well, what I was gonna say, he was saying find the item fighter, but we ain't gonna do that. We're at the credits, guys, and so while we're done with the Pokemon League and all that, and we became the master, we're still not technically done with the game. So I will not. I will save my final thoughts for when we get to the next part. But yeah. So Red's final team is canonically. I'm sorry. Here we go. I'm sorry. So his. So Pikachu, Venusaur, Charizard, Blastoise, Snorlax, and where the Reddit post that I'm looking at says it's either Espeon or Lapras. So there you go. But we changed it up because we're different, and so we got our Nidoking Hawa, our Jolt Pikachu, our Volby Venusaur, our Uguay Blastoise, our Zuko main man Zuko, our Charizard, and Shenron, our Dragonair. So yeah, that's our team that's been solidified in our Pokemon Hall of Fame, but yours could be different too. And we're actually reaching the end of the credits, but again, like I said, we're not done. So I'll see you guys in the final part, part 24. See you later, guys.